Hello, hello. Happy Friday. Welcome to a stream of something called Forgotten City, a mystery game. Let's see how this goes. I'm pretty bad at the mystery games, so let's push the button. Intrigue and plot twists. No spoilers, please. The storyteller team. Let's do a new game, I guess. Three people over 4 years. Multiple ending mystery adventure. Fate of the city is in your hands.
Hey, you're alive. When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, a phone, maybe. I hope you don't mind. But all I found was some loose change. So, wanna tell me who you are?
Oh. What's this? It's a coin. Oh. Different coins. Guess it's two different guys. One guy with a headband. One guy without headband. Select. Oh, can even.
Well, it's nice to meet you. And I'm sorry to pry, but any idea why you were floating down the river? What's the last thing you remember?
Look at her eyes. She's got saucers for eyes. Let's see. I was on the run from the law. I barely remember anything. I think I was searching for... Oh wait. Oh, this is like skills, I guess. I was searching for ancient ruins. Years of study. I was on a covert mission. You have a firearm with 10 bullets. There's no way to get more. Holy. I was on the run from the law. Quick on your feet. Barely remember. Your head trauma has increased your pain threshold, making you 50% harder to take down. This is worrisome. I kind of hope this was...
It does look like you took a pretty hard blow to the head.
I'm hard-headed.
You're just lucky you've been given a second chance. Which is why I feel terrible for what I'm about to say, but I have a favor to ask. There are some ruins just behind you. Roman, I think.
Roman ruins?
I need you to go in there and see if you can find a guy named Al for me.
You
He went in there a few hours
Al.
ago, and he hasn't come out. I've been freaking out, wondering if he's trapped, or injured, or worse. I would have gone in after him, but he made me promise to stay here, no matter what. There's no way I'm leaving without him. So I'm just kind of
bodyguard.
stuck here,
Be your
waiting.
long-lost friend.
What I mean is, I was hoping you wouldn't mind going in there to find him.
Of course.
If you can do that, I can get both of you back to civilization in my boat.
Holy moly.
Please? Oh, of course.
Ask some
Sorry,
questions.
I don't mean to be pushy. I just... What do you want to know?
I want to know if you are that actress from that movie. Let's see. Equalizer 1 with Denzel Washington. Looks like that's the same woman. Who is
He's the
Al?
guy who washed up on the riverbank not long before you did.
Another one.
I thought maybe you two knew each other.
What in the world?
I guess not. But Maybe the two of you can piece together what you're doing here. In any case, you'll like him, I'm sure. Once you find him, that is. Not much,
Can
really.
you tell me about the ruins?
But imagine what you might find in there. Priceless ancient artifacts. Al...
Holy moly. He's gonna take a sip of the water here. Calling for help. As in a phone, you mean? Or
What
some...
am I, an idiot? You could hike a long, long way in any direction and never find another soul.
Holy moly.
Trust me. Oh, there's not much to tell. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Know what I mean?
What do they call it? It's a race for rats.
Oh,
A
I'd
maze
rather
for
not say if
rats.
it's all the same to you. All right, fine. Sorry if I sounded cagey, it's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
I got some... thank you for saving my life.
You're welcome. Always happy to help. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
I see. I actually managed to buy some kvass drink here, so I'm gonna pour some in. Say sorry. Where
You
are
really
we?
don't remember?
Oh,
We're in
the
Italy.
River Tiber.
This river is the Tiber. Great. So you're ready to
All the
go look for
questions I
Al?
had. What in the world? You're so quick and going in for the priceless artifacts, but I keep an eye out for him. Alright,
Thank you.
I'm in.
The
Yes.
entrance is just past
Looking
those
for
columns
Al.
behind you. Please, hurry. Oh, and he left this here. But I think you'll need it more than I
It's
do.
pretty yummy. Oh, great. Heavy duty battery powered flashlight. Great. Oh, what was that? Drag item. Drag item, something it said. Let's check if you have an inventory. Oh, I look super tall. Am I super tall? What's going on? It seems I'm super tall. I'm some kind of Kwisatz Haderach Superman here. Ruins? Oh, I don't know. Let's get a little feel for the things here. Can I?
The ruins are just beyond those columns.
Oh yes.
Please, hurry.
See. But is it one of those games where? Oh no. Where they hidden some extra stuffs here? Inspect the boat. An old wooden rowboat. Some strange birds. Ah, pretty spooky. I wonder if this is a spooky game or I have no idea. I barely heard. Oh, a torch. Inspect it. Can I? It's must have been lit by Al. I'm going the right way. Can I? I don't know. How tricky is this game? Pretty nice looking stuffs. Tips. Tip. Hold shift to sprint. Uh-oh, I don't like this. A big boulder is gonna fall down and chase me into some hole or something. It's pretty cozy. Can I inspect? Can I jump up here and check out stuffs? I don't know. Oh, I have no idea what kind of game it is. Kind of. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm in a cavern. Kind of. No, not really. Is there hidden? I can crouch, and crouch seems to be the same as sneak also. I don't know how tricky is this game. I'm half expecting to see some magic plant here by the water. But I don't think... Oh! Wait. Uh-oh. I think when I chose that that guy with the headband, it meant I chose female, I think. I think my arms and my sound here. I'm a woman. Let's see. I thought, oh, it's a backpack. Let's grab it. Modern, very modern looking. Backpack full of worn hiking clothes and empty food packets. Nothing valuable here, but still it seems strange that Al left it behind. Drag, examine item. F, leave item. Oh, all I saw. Kind of check it out, okay? But if you're going on an adventure, you wouldn't leave a backpack, would you? But I would like to grab this stuff, take it with me. Nope. Seems... Oh, here's some message.
If you're reading
Oh,
this,
what in the world?
it means I've discovered the entrance to an ancient Roman city hidden deep underground. Its existence is long forgotten. All knowledge of it lost, except in the Latin inscription here. It reads, "You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal life in paradise. The wicked shall find themselves showered in gold, but in vain.
Holy
For
moly.
this shall be their final resting place." Could an underground city have remained a secret for all this time? Could people have survived down there, against the odds? It seems there's only one way to find out. If I'm not back in an hour, I'm somewhere on the other side. Consider this an invitation, or a warning. Al Worth.
Let's see. What do we have here? A man standing on a cliff, and there's like sea serpent thing monsters or something. And it's... Ah, that's also a man. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's a man. 2, 3 men. And 4, I don't know, crocodile looking people. Oh, there's the note. Can we read it also? I kind of did. There's a torch. Check around. It's got a little bit of that Myst feeling. That classic game. Let's see. Check here too. Let's see. L. What if I didn't pick up that flashlight? Let's see. Let's check some buttons here. Settings. Buttons. Buttons. Controls. Controls. Bindings. Visual styles. There's controller settings. Use, interact, E. Navigation, zoom. Interface. I don't know. I kind of suspect you will automatically... Oh, what's going on? A golden carafe. Oh, what's going on? I fell down. That's not great. Am I underwater? Am I drowning here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I got half a inclination to go back, but I don't know. Let's continue. I mean, what's this? Graffiti. Translate graffiti. It's hastily scrawled Latin graffiti. I can't translate it yet. What does it says? It says Mea minisse. And then two guys fighting. Semper vigilabant. Let's see. Mea minisse. So mea and stuff. That's something to do with the mind. Semper is it fight on? Vigilant. Remember, fight vigilantly. Sort of more meaning remember, be careful, I think. Or be on your guard or something. Let's see. Let's take a look around. This is kind of it's a spooky game, this. Holy moly. Watch your feet. What about that flashlight? Do I have an inventory? Let's try tab or something. Quest tracking tip. Oh, what? Oh, here's an inventory. It's on the tab. Ah, I got a flashlight here. What's this? An ancient Roman coin made of silver is what I got, and a flashlight. It's sad I didn't get to inspect that thing before I fell down. And the water here was full of fish. It's like a pool. Oh, likely I picked up a coin from the bottom here. Let's check it out. Can I pick up more coins? Is there anything interesting? Oh, maybe this is some fountain of youth thing or something. Oh, okay. Let's get going. Remember, be careful. Oj, oj. Someone says Kur hick esne. What is that? I'm not too great at the Latin. Maybe let's sneak a bit. Is there people here? Use a button, some button. What button? To raise your... Oh, the middle mouse button. See, inspect the statue. A young Roman woman in a pose of lamentation. Oh, here's some mosaics. God-like figure turning a man into gold. That's like the man with a Midas touch. He loves too much. Let's see. Okay, all these people, they have been turned into gold, I fear. Someone is turning the people into gold statues. That's not too great. I think I don't want to live like a gold statue. There's one I can inspect. Roman gladiator mid-stride. What could have made a gladiator flee? Uh-oh. is open. What's going on? Oh. Movare. Oh, what's going on? See, all of these guys, all of the statue guys, they are kind of they're reacting to something, it seems. Vigilabat. There's one I can inspect. Looks like she was begging for her life. And here's some empty, let's see, niches, I believe it's called. Niche. A place where you could place a statue. That's here's one, I think. It's gonna be freaky if one of these guys are gonna move. Oh, use F5 to quick save. I guess I'm gonna quick save then. See, did I manage? Yeah, it's doing the eternity symbol thing. I'm trying to one I can inspect. A Roman military commander attempting to scramble away from something. It's like a dragon or Medusa or Midas thing. The destruction is getting worse and worse, but there's no real direction to the thing. Have someone been running around here and turning people into gold? So, who lit all the torches? Maybe Al. If Al has been turned into gold, we're likely gonna recognize him because he's prohibi. That's like sounds like it's forbidden, prohibited. See, beautiful surroundings. Oops, there's some poor guy. He's been hanged. Oh, this doesn't look good. Isn't this modern clothes? Uh-oh. His clothes looks much more modern. A golden statue of an old man wearing modern clothing. This must be Al, but how is it possible? Wasn't it enough to hang him? They had to turn him into gold also. How is it possible? Inspect. No. This doesn't bode well.
To whoever reads this, I'm sorry you had to find me like this. And worse, that you'll suffer the same fate I did. I've spent a lifetime in this place, going around and around in circles, searching for a way out. The inscription was right. There is no way back.
No way back.
And here there are only two options. Death, or that godforsaken doorway into the past. I made the mistake of stepping through it. I wanted to set things right. And I tried. I really tried. Whatever I did, it took me right back to the beginning. Don't make the same mistake. Better to end it all now, and find out what awaits you beyond that portal.
It sounds brutal. And And also it sounds like some kind of time loop or something. If we spent a lifetime here. And the woman with the boat, Karen, she said she's been gone an hour or something. Morieri. Volo. Oh, what? Oh! Sorry, I almost knocked her over. See? Beautiful surroundings. We'll take a little screenshot, if possible. Doorway. Wish I could pick up one of the torches, but... Oh, there's a portal thing. Inspect. What is going on? This is strange. Could I jump down here? Luckily a really bad idea, but... I don't think I can. I don't really want to try either. Here's kind of another one. Very similar to the first one I went into. Let's see if I can go around. Oh, I could not. I got sucked in. Tab for quest, journal and inventory. P for photo mode. Take a little sip of the coffee. And middle mouse for the flashlight. Let's see. Step through the doorway of the past. Relief. Inspect. A circular portal and two women. What's this? Onions? No. Is it the pomegranate apples or something? What is it? I don't know what it is. Hello, hello. Oh.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
Let's see. I got lost. I don't know. None of these are particularly good. Let's try this for a starter.
Yeah, you know, agricultural goddess of springtime? You're not from around here, are you?
And you know, the Roman
I see
Empire
what you
is
did there.
vast.
Changing the subject like that, nice try. But I'll ask again, who are you, and what were you doing in the shrine? No idea what you're talking about. Oh, wait, are you a bit, you know, not right in the head? That's all right, friend. Everyone's welcome here. But listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost, and in more ways than one. So let me make this nice and simple for you. Live by our law here, and we'll all get along just fine. Not laws, law. There's just one, the golden rule, and the punishment for breaking it's, well, it's kind of horrific. But our magistrate insists we take all newcomers to see him, so I guess I'll let him fill you in. So then, are you coming? Follow me. When I first arrived, I couldn't believe there were people
Tap
living down
E to
here.
follow your guide.
As you can see, we've got a nice little community.
It looks very nice.
Only 23 of us at the moment, if you count the 3 who are missing. No idea how, since nobody knows a way out. But it's just big and dark enough to get lost in if you're
23,
not careful.
3 missing.
Aren't you going to introduce me to your pretty new friend, Galerius?
Keep it in your loincloth, Aurelia. I'm taking her to see the magistrate.
That pompous old bore won't be magistrate for much longer. Anyone who helps vote him out today drinks at my bar for free tonight.
Oh, they can vote. Oh, there's
Politics.
golden
I'd
statues
stay
here
clear
too.
of it and her, if I were you. She's, it's not my place to say. Down on your right is our farm, where I grow all the food you'll ever want. As long as all you want is leek, cabbage, and wheat. Huh. That one usually gets a chuckle.
The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone.
Ah, don't mind Livia. She means well. She's just been in a bad place since... Well, you know, I don't know what happened to her.
Don't steal anything, don't hurt anyone, don't...
Up here on your right is the chasm. If you've got a weapon, it belongs way down at the bottom. Up on your left is the forum, where you can visit the market or get yourself patched up in Lucretia's clinic in the Shrine of Apollo. Most of us have almost nothing, just what we had on us when we arrived, and what we've been able to make and scrounge up since. And this central plateau is where the magistrate and the other patricians live, so don't expect a warm welcome.
Galerius, you're meant to be working the farm, not trudging dirt into the villas.
Take it easy, Horatius. I was just taking our new friend here to see the magistrate.
Well, he's asked me to escort the newcomer personally. The farm. Go. Now.
You'd better go with him. But just remember, they're not like you and me. Don't let them use you.
What was that? What did you just say?
I said it'll take some getting used to.
Yeah, I'm watching you, farm boy. Greetings, citizen. My name's Horatius. Magistrate Sentius asked me to escort you to him personally. Follow me, please. Follow me. The only thing you really need to understand right now is the Golden Rule. Let me see if I can explain it this way.
I don't know.
When I was serving in
missed
the
it.
Legion, if there was a mutiny brewing in one cohort, the legate in charge wouldn't waste time finding the bad apples among hundreds. They just divided us into groups of 10, made us draw straws, and whoever drew the short straw had to be executed by the other 9. Didn't matter whether he'd done anything wrong. One of us in 10 would die for the crimes of the collective. We call it decimation. If that seems like rough justice to you, you're in for a rude shock. Because the Golden Rule is exactly 10 times worse. The magistrate can explain the rest. Who's up these stairs? What now? I'm a legionary of the 1st Italica, but there's not a lot of fighting down here. So the magistrate has assigned me other duties. I act as the magistrate's right-hand man, keeping an eye on his daughters. Daughter, I should say. And the others. And making sure they're all behaving. I also keep a register of new arrivals. I'm from Liguria, up north originally. I was doing alright for myself. 12 years into my service. Had a nice girl lined up for when it was all over. Not anymore. She's probably figured I'm long gone and moved on by now. I try not to think about it. My commander sent me to deliver a message to Ram. While I was there, I thought I'd do something nice for my girl and pick up a little pendant from a silversmith. That's when the crowd started flooding through the streets, shouting fire. People were screaming, trampling each other. Then some Genetricum fugitive tried to take advantage of the chaos and pinch my pendant. I remember chasing him through the crowds, down towards the river. And then, nothing. Blacked out and woke up near here. No idea how I ended up floating so far downriver. But I'm fortunate to be alive, I suppose. Ah, don't be. As Seneca the Younger said, difficulty strengthens the mind, as labor does the body. That said, Scintilla's disappearance has been more difficult than I'd care to admit.
Let's see. He had many daughters. That magistrate guy, and Scintilla's has disappeared. I'm guessing that's the other daughter.
He's one of the better commanders I've ever had, that's for sure. Good stoic. Lives by Seneca's words. Treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to treat you. Can't ask for much more than that. I went around asking the same questions when I first arrived. Never did find a way out. But I learned how to accept my situation. To bear trials with a calm mind robs misfortune of its strength and burden. That's from Seneca the Younger, if you're interested.
The Stoics, I guess. Can I see the
I don't see
citizen
why not.
register?
Just make sure I get it back by tomorrow.
Oh. A register of... Oh.
Of course. Well, as I always say, it's kind of like a divine version of the practice of decimation in the Legion. By threatening to execute 1 in 10 men, the idea is to ensure order and discipline among everyone. And it works. If you knew you could be executed because your brother-in-arms is planning a mutiny, well, you'd bloody well watch him like 100-eyed Argus, wouldn't you? Because your only chance of saving yourself is to stop bad things before they happen. Makes us all responsible for keeping each other in check. It's brutal, of course, but effective. The Legion wouldn't be the most formidable force in the world without it.
Let's see. I don't know.
What's done is done. I was forced to execute my brothers in arms, and those memories will always visit me in my sleep. But life is harsh, and I've come to accept my lot. As with the Golden Rule, I don't have any control over it. So railing against it would be like trying to stop the seasons or the tides. As Seneca the Younger wrote, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future, not to amuse ourselves with either hopes or fears, but to rest satisfied with what we have, which is sufficient. For he that is so wants nothing. If you like. All right?
Let's see. I should go upstairs, isn't that so?
Whatever are you wearing? Ugh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here. What do you want? I'm Sentia, eldest daughter of the magistrate. But you'd know that if you'd been invited in here and introduced properly. What are you doing in here? And why are you dressed like that? Really? I'd never have noticed, what with your flawless accent, appropriate attire, and impressive mastery of our customs. Now, remind me, why are we having this conversation? You know, some people say it's the creation of an all-seeing God who's watching everything we do. But what kind of an awful, incompetent God would let my sister go missing on his or her watch? Did you hear that? Curse you, you coward! Where is my sister? What do you have to say for yourself? No response. Nothing. That's what I thought.
That's the woman that's...
I'm telling you, this mysterious god of ours has to be asleep on the job. Either that, or, like people are saying, it really is just a children's fable my father is exploiting to frighten us into behaving. I suppose we will. I trust you can see yourself out.
See, up here I think it was. Maybe here? Magistrate Sentius.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name? A curious name to match a curious accent. But I digress. Now, you're probably wondering why I summoned you, and I'll get to that. But first, take a look at this wondrous place, would you? A secret city built deep in the mountains, many hundreds of years ago. Indeed. More importantly, consider the miraculous community we've built here over the last 7 months. 22 complete strangers brought together by the fates, living and working together.
That's strange. He said 22. The other said 23.
And in all that time, not a single sin has been committed. No fights, no theft, nothing. Have you ever witnessed something so extraordinary as a city without sin? Nor could I until I came here. But the reason for this miracle is as simple as it is terrifying. If even one person commits a sin here, every last one of us will die. You see, the builders of this place, whoever they were, left inscriptions warning, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." From what we can gather, breaking the law here will anger the gods and provoke a terrible punishment. Like the curses of Medusa and Midas combined, turning us all to gold.
Oh, everyone.
We've come to
Interesting.
call it the Golden Rule. It's extraordinary that we've survived as long as we have, and each day I grow more and more afraid that our time in the sun is almost up. And now it seems that day is finally here. All that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the Golden Rule. Why else would Proserpina send you now? Unless you and I can stop them, our doom is assured. I know that's a lot to take in, and you look like you have questions. Please, ask away.
Precisely, what is a sin
An
here?
intelligent question. There was a good deal of debate about that in our first weeks here. Does it refer to crimes, or to some other ill-defined wrong? Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft, no assault, and certainly no murder. But beyond that, it was more difficult to reach a consensus. What about lying, insulting someone, blasphemy, trespass, trying to escape, bribery, infidelity, suicide? As magistrate, I had to exercise leadership, and so I made a decision. We must uphold the laws of the Empire to a standard never before seen. And we must honor the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. It is only by offering the gods the proper respect that we may prosper, as Rome has for centuries. I'm glad you agree. The key things to remember are that we have laws forbidding treason and blasphemy, murder, assault, and rape, as well as theft and arson and so on. I have made my pronouncement on the subject. Unfortunately, there are still those here who resist, whispering blasphemous and treasonous lies in the shadows. I would be keeping a close eye on them if I were you.
See, what do you mean when Proserpina sent me? But I appeared in that temple, so that's...
You see, in my search for a way to save my people, I learned of an ancient ritual to Proserpina, the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. It's said to open a doorway in time, so that if the unthinkable happens, one person can pass through it and travel back to the past. And when I saw you arrive in a flash of light from the goddess's shrine, I knew that person was you. You don't belong in our time, do you? 2,000 years? That is unfathomable. Please tell me, in your time, what did you see? What had become of us? Of this city? I have imagined it, our downfall, 1,000 times, but it still breaks my heart to hear the truth of it. All I can tell you is that it's a ritual sacrifice to Proserpina. I stumbled across instructions. I have to recite a prayer, and of course, as with all rituals, some sacrifice is involved. Usually that means wine or food, or in some cases a live animal. In this case, the sacrifice is rather more costly. The life of the person performing the ritual. I don't suppose you saw any sign of me in the future?
Human remains.
I assume
Holy
that
moly.
was me. If I'm forced to perform the ritual, it's going to cost me everything. You'll try to make sure I don't need to use it, won't you? Well, I suppose that's all I can ask for. Well, I believe you're in the best position to go around asking people questions. You're new here, and it'll seem perfectly normal. As for me, well, it pains me to say my attempts to impose order have not earned me many friends. I fear I may not even remain magistrate after today's election. The people here would only treat my curiosity with suspicion. You shouldn't have that problem, though, unless, of course, you get off on the wrong foot.
Fair enough. Do you have any suspects?
Do you ever stare at a problem for so long that you can't see it for what it is anymore? What's needed here is a fresh pair of eyes. The less I prejudice the independence of your investigation, the better.
Oh. If I do this, will you help me get back to my own time?
If I understand Proserpina's ritual correctly, that problem should take care of itself. Let me see if I can explain. If you manage to prevent the sin that breaks the Golden Rule, I won't need to bring you here. I won't create the portal, and you will never have been able to come here. Thus, you have created a paradox. If this occurs, you should be flung back to your own time, having changed the past for all of us. Make sense? Ah, good. So, are you with me? Can I count on you to figure out who's about to break the golden rule? Wonderful. Now, I need you to investigate the city, talk to everyone, help them if it'll win their trust. I authorize you to enter private homes and inspect possessions and documents, unless, of course, you're asked to leave. Figure out who the culprit is, and as soon as you have a name, come back and tell me immediately.
Interesting.
Oh, and one last thing. If I were you, I'd start my investigation by visiting Lucretia at the Shrine of Apollo in the Forum. I heard wailing from there not long ago. Seems like something's not right.
Get right on it. Let's take a little look. Ooh. See. Let's try that photo mode. Ah. P for photo mode. See, one man, one woman, another woman. I don't know. They all look. Oh, there's one hiding too. Larorial. Small household shrine to offer daily prayers. See. Shield woman with a book, I think. Where is it, guys? I don't know. And a weird face flying up there. Oh, is that Pericles, I wonder? The Greek guy with a helmet on his head. Goblins. Oh. Oh, here's something. A note from Centilla. Let's read it. Ah, Centilla was adopted by Sentius. A large place. Who built all this, I wonder? Oh. Centillus. Denarius, that's like money. Cosmetics. Makeup. Powder. Makeup powder. A mirror. A brass mirror. Nice. Can I? Is there any inscription or something? No. Vial. Flowers or oil. Wow. An ink jar. Soot and water. Ah, classic recipe. You would burn different kind of materials, different kind of wood and bark or bark in your oven and take the soot and mix it with water. See, good. More money to that can be stolen. Cynthia's journal. Cynthia believes everyone is entitled to their secrets. Why not? Why not? Another cosmetic jar. Another brass mirror. And another vial. A bust. Let's check it out. Ares, the Greek god of war, known to Romans as Mars. Okay. God of war. Mars or Ares? Oh, is this the kitchen or something? A shovel. Smells like ash. What an interesting design. What's with the extra things on the shovel? Looks like it's a very complicated shovel. Let's inspect the stove. It's not that unpleasant cooking with such poor ventilation, but the Romans probably regard that as their servants' problems. Produce, carrots. The carrots are purple, as they were before modern orange carrots were cultivated. Aha, purple carrots. What is this? Oh, whisper. I will try to guide you. Tap X. What? Should I have been?
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
Horatius.
What now?
Who are you
Not
going
that
to
it's any
vote
of your
for?
business. But my loyalty is and always will be with Sentius. Unfortunately, I don't think my vote is going to make any difference today. See, Domitius has been going around town, shoring up votes for Malleolus with lies, bribery and intimidation. The man's a savage, but he's a gladiator, so people fear and respect him more than they should. Sentius knows about it, of course, but he doesn't have the same rat cunning as Malleolus. This place will be different with that Slays at the helm. But I try not to worry about things I can't change. I appreciate the thought, but you're new here, and I just can't see how you could make an impact in the time between now and the election this afternoon. In any case, If you're interested in the election, go and have a chat with Equitia, the Vestal
Equitia.
priestess. She'll be overseeing proceedings. All right?
Let's see, what was that weird whisper thing also? Let's see, is this the...
Oh, look, you're back. How lucky for me. What is it now? Ugh, what is it with you people? You heard the rumor that my little sister escaped and figure I must know a way out too. Is that it? Well, that's just a stupid rumor. We have no idea what happened to Scintilla. I wish you mouth breathers would just leave me alone. I don't know. Can you? Can you tell me how a person could have disappeared from a city with no exits and no crime? Was she snatched away by the Harpies?
When did you last see her?
It was 3 weeks ago. We ate our evening meal together, and I remember she seemed happy. In love. We went into our rooms, I went to sleep, and when I woke up, she was gone. That's it. I think so, yes.
She was seeing
She was very
someone.
careful about keeping his identity a secret, even from me.
Why is that?
Because our father had plans to marry her off, eventually, and even a rumor about her attachment to some mystery man might have ruined those plans.
Your father didn't mention any of this.
That doesn't surprise me. To him, it was like a prize cow wandering off from its paddock. He's upset, of course, but he says he's too busy with the election to help look for her. So he's letting Horatius do the heavy lifting. Some good that's done.
Is it possible her lover was involved?
I don't know. But it's been 3 weeks since she disappeared, and he hasn't come forward. That might speak to a guilty conscience. All I know is, whoever he is, he's still here in the city.
Strange. Centius, Centia, Scintilla, why are your names so similar?
You really aren't from here, are you? All Roman women are named after their fathers. I think it's their way of branding us, like cattle to be sold at market. His family name is Sentius, so I'm Sentia because I'm the eldest. And my little sister is formerly Sentia Minor, but she is affectionately known as Scintilla.
Sentia Minor. You look surprisingly relaxed about your sister's
I
disappearance.
hope you're not insinuating I'm somehow pleased with her disappearance.
Shall I try and bluff?
Ugh, you're awful. Get out of my villa and never speak to me again.
That didn't work out well.
What now?
All
All right?
nothing at the moment. Now, what strange whispers did I hear from here?
Citizen? Ah, you've returned. Do you have any news about your investigation?
Not really.
Thank you. I'll be waiting here for news.
Let's get moving. Someone was whispering. Oh, there's someone. He seems friendly.
Name's Rufus, but watch your step. Can't talk long, got to stay sharp, but family's from Solution on Tigris, Babylon province. But I've been roaming a long time now. Even joined the legions, the 6th, one they call Ironclads. Same as everyone else.
Why are you still wearing your legionnaire armor?
Because we're all in grave danger. Is it not obvious?
I don't think anyone is allowed a weapon, but let's ask.
Magistrate made me toss it in the chasm. Stupid. Going to have to improvise now. If you were dealing with what I am, you wouldn't be either.
What are you dealing with?
None of your business.
Hmm.
Detroit ipsum coming true. If we have to.
Who are you going to vote for?
Not sure I trust
Malleolus.
Sentius. Couldn't even protect his daughter in a city without sin. How's he going to protect us? No. Whatever.
"17 meters to Shrine of Apollo." Was it Apollo that whispered to me? I don't think so. Or was it? Inspect. Apollo, Roman and Greek god of disease and healing, amongst other things. And who is this? One thing that is strange is if there's already golden people here. Let's talk to Lucretia.
Give me a moment. Sorry I'm such a mess. I just lost a patient and a dear friend. Julia. She was a good woman.
Lulia.
No, now it's fine. I can't afford to wallow here. And I need the distraction. What's on your mind?
What happened?
She was poisoned.
Poison.
She came in here frothing at the mouth. Normally I'd treat her with resin of silphium, a rare plant which is perfect for this sort of thing. And I knew Decius had some at his market stall, right around the corner. So I ran over there, but he just looks at me with this evil smile and says, "That'll be 1,000 denarii." There was no way I could afford that, and he knew it. Then that toad shrugs and says, "Supply and demand. I guess you don't value your friend's life that highly." Anywhere else, I'd just pay a thug to steal it from his stall. But there's no way I can do that down here with the golden rule. So all I could do is come back here and just watch her die. I kept on apologizing. And now I'll never know who poisoned her, or how they managed to do it without breaking the golden rule, or why she cursed that snake's cruel black eyes with her dying breath.
Interesting. Is there something I can do?
Well, unless you have the power to bring someone back from the dead, there's really just one thing you can do. Get me that silphium resin. I'm going to have another patient in here soon. Could be in the next day or in the next hour. And I will not allow this to happen again. I don't care how you get it, but you have to make it happen. Because if I lose another patient this way, I swear to the gods below, not even the golden rule will stop me from marching up to that Genetricum Fututo and scratching his eyes out.
I'll see what I can do. What's your story? I keep hearing statues whispering.
Sure.
I'll
What
talk
do you
about
want to
Lulia.
know?
Do you think she was poisoned or was it self-inflicted? Do you know what poisoned her?
Hemlock, I believe.
Hemlock. Could she have
I haven't seen her in
wanted-
months. She's not allowed to leave Malleolus' villa, and they are quite secretive.
Is she poisoned or
Do you really
self-inflicted?
want to know? I mean, if somebody poisoned her, then surely they would have broken the golden rule, and so maybe it's best we don't discuss it. Gladly.
Let's talk about something else.
A
Do you think
city
about the
without
golden
sin
rule?
might sound good on paper, but whoever dreamt it up didn't think it through. Maybe it was an attempt to create some kind of utopia. But snakes like Decius will always find loopholes to exploit. And what can we do about it? Absolutely nothing. In some ways, we are worse off because we can't take the law into our own hands.
No, she's. That's the second time she mentions taking the law into her own hands. Let's see. I keep hearing statues whispering. What is your story?
I'm Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician. This is Nevia's clinic. I've just been filling in ever since she disappeared. I'm tired and out of my depth and miserable all the time. But I'd rather take this on myself than let one of you lot mess it up.
Your lot. How then did you end up here?
My husband and I moved to Rome from Caesarea. He embraced the Roman way more than I would have liked and turned into an awful philanderer. I would have divorced him and demanded the return of my dowry, but I knew he would sooner have me killed than give me my right. So I waited for the right time to take what was mine and disappear. And then the fires came. As he prepared to evacuate our villa, I gathered our most precious belongings, coins and gemstones, and the moment his back was turned, I ran. I could barely see for the smoke, and the streets were full of people trampling each other. I ran for the river, like everyone else, and leapt in. The next thing I remember, I was waking up on a riverbank,
I
not far
wonder,
from
is
here.
this the burning of Rome they are talking about or something? I'm sorry to hear that.
It's all right. Say what you will about this place. At least my fornicating husband will never find me. And while there's no shortage of snakes here, at least with the golden rule, they have to try to be discreet about it.
See, tell me more about the Naivia. The doctor lady she's filling in for, I guess.
Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician, but she was the closest thing we had down here. And she was good, too. Until she suddenly lost all interest in us. One day she told me she'd made some profound discovery about the golden statues. This changes everything, she kept saying. But I had no idea what she was talking about.
Oh, interesting.
The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, she was muttering to the statues, like she could talk to them. And then she shut herself in the palace, barred the door from the inside, and nobody's seen her since. She's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead or up to something so strange that she doesn't want anyone else to know about it. But I really wish I could reach her,
Interesting.
because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling problem, a real thorn in the paw situation. One of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed and he's in constant pain.
Who is this? Let's go on.
He's become so irritable that the smallest things set him off, and I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out. And you know what that means. I just know Nevia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. but nobody seems to know how to get into the palace.
I see what I can do, I guess.
Thanks, I suppose.
See, I seem to be missing a lot. But time to make another cup of coffee here. Oh, very mysterious so far. Let's put some coffee in the coffee. I don't have any big ideas yet. Just sorry for the cough. Just gathering information. I keep hearing statues whispering.
Oh no. Sorry, I don't mean to worry you, but no, that is definitely not normal. There was one other person who claimed she could hear the statues talking to her. But that was Nevia, and she went a little mad.
Uh-oh. I'm going slightly mad. Tell me more about Nevia.
Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician, but she was the closest thing we had down here. And she was good too, until she suddenly lost all interest in us. One day she told me, "This changes everything." The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, she was muttering to the statues. And then she shut herself in the palace. She's been gone, but I really wish one of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed and he's in constant pain.
Oh, I can ask who it is. If she answers. Could it be that that guy from the iron-clad legionnaire?
I really shouldn't say. He wouldn't like it. And he's a little bit scary. He's become so irritable that the smallest things set him off. And I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out. And you know what that means. I just know Nevia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. But nobody seems to know how to get into the palace. Really? That would be wonderful. Thank you. Let me know how you go.
See. Oh. See, inspect. Nothing. Medical tools.
May Apollo keep you safe.
See. Oh, what's this? No. Mortal and pestle. He haven't changed much in the 2 millennia. Oh, herb rack. That's great. Wooden rack with various dried and ground substances. It's great. Medicinal tools. Old chest. It's locked. Let's get out of here. Let's see. No, I don't know really where to go. Let's continue. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's really dark and spooky. Can you hear me? I don't really understand. Why is there statues here if... Oh, an old chest. Oh, 167 denarius. Nice. Rich. See. Yes. Because they moved the statues or the people. I think they messed it up, sort of. This guy sitting here, he's likely on his original. He's trying to shield his face. From what? What? Oh, strange. It almost looks like he's moving. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's butterflies. Nice. Oh, here's something. Graffiti. Ulpius loves Scintilla. Corrected to Ulpius killed Scintilla. Ulpius. Now we got a clue here. We got a clue. Scintilla is missing. And here is a clue to that thing. I can't move. Is it that statue talking or what's going on?